Tales by Moonlight, Reloaded, powered by Storytellers Orbit Limited.
Aruna, Episode 1. I did not start this war. I did not unleash this hurricane of bloodshed. We fought through nights with the strength of a tiger, disbanding every enemy that drew this grief through the heart of our land. Enemies who wiped our blood with servants and fed their cutleries with our people's flesh, and crushed with scorn the fingers that fed them, our compassionate fingers. This war is a kind fault, when you have been forsaken by the gods, when you have been betrayed by love, when you must protect your kingdom against the invasion of foreign predators. This war is. My name is Aruna, Queen of Oboli Kingdom, and this is my story. Oboli Kingdom is a land wrapped in peace and decked with the sprawling overflow of natural endowments. A place where bliss thrived like plants nurtured with extra care. A land imbued with fairest of maidens. Our farmers' harvests call for more barns every year. Our men were men of valor, warriors with skill. They fathered sons and daughters in scores. Fertility graced our homes. Other kingdoms often came to exploit our land prior to the war. One certain day, my father, the paramount ruler of Oboli land, received news that we were having visitors from the neighboring village. A visit which would change the knee of what would befall our land. My father had ruled Oboli for decades, handling issues of interest with apt diplomacy. He had the wisdom of the ages and granted audience to anyone who sought his counsel. That day, the visitors came from the south, like the Queen of Sheba. They came from Omimiri, a not too far away land, in a routine of luxury. They came bearing gifts with leaves spouting praises for our kingdom and the king. They retracted the reason for their visit to Oboli land to my father, the great king. Thereafter, a feast was held in their honor, and a place of temporary residence arranged for them to stay. They were a people to behold. Their men were charming, and the vigor of youth shone on their physique. Obanja, that was his name, the name of the one I admired. Obanja's face dazzled like the sun on a silverware. He had the face of the moon, up and smooth, and his body was a dance of a well-toned muscles. He was refined and had the smile that could turn an old widow on. During the feast, Obanja had approached me with that magical smile, a smile so entrancing, it felt like you could eat it and yet kept it untouched. His voice was like nothing I have ever heard. It was the sound of a crushed sugarcane on test buds. He had this charm that makes you want to pitch tent in his embrace. I fell in love with Obanja at a glance. Obanja professed his love for me days after. My joy grew wings and soared. I had been waiting for like forever. Then the thought of telling my father that I was in love with a stranger crept in immediately. Tell him what? That I have fallen for a stranger. My lips quivered. In my head, I played back the thought and paused it before it came tugging at me again. I literally gulped it down my throat, but it was a stubborn toad, tugged halfway. Though undecided, I summoned courage. So that evening, while having mentoring section with my father, I told him about the affair. He was uneasy. His uneasiness worried me. It unnerved my inner peace. A tempest of different thoughts struck my mind. What could make father disapprove? Could it be because it was the first time a true born of the land had fallen for a foreigner? My heart pressured my brain for answers. I have to give father time. More time. Just slowly, he had come to accept. Obanja and I kept our love afloat. We fed the embers of our love with straws of romance, and chose to keep its fire burning. Each hour spent with him was like a second. Too short, never enough. One afternoon in one of our quiet spots, Obanja whispered into my ears, "Aruna, I love you very much. I wish your father consent to our love." Same here, Obanja. I am tired of being locked up like a little princess. I am a grown woman. I wish to have family of my own. I hushed. Love struck. Obanja stroked my hair with his finger and grazed my goosebumps with one of his digits. Then he whispered a few more words into my ears. "What?" I exclaimed. "Impossible! That is our kingdom's treasure secret. Don't ask me such questions again." "I am sorry, my princess. I didn't mean to disrespect you. Neither do I wish ill luck on your people. I was just curious to know the source of the kingdom's power. Soon, I will be your husband. It is only right, I know." His eyes were sober. "Obanja, such a secret cannot be shared with anyone. Not even you. Wait until you are my husband." Obanja sighed and gave me a kiss on my forehead. Then he crowned it with an embrace, so warm it hurt guilt within me. His melancholic face affected me, but my resolve was firm.